All right, guys. So I want to make this video because I want to give you my analysis of what I think is going to happen going into the end of the year and potentially, January and onwards for the first month of 2024. So this is the S&P 500. This is ES, and we're looking at the monthly time frame. So we are basically at all-time highs. If you look at ES on the monthly time frame, right? Back in January of 2022, we hit the same area that we're at right now. The same exact area. And the funny thing is, we're getting a lot. If you looked at the market on Friday, even Thursday, it was acting very strange, and it was really rejecting the area that we were in. It looked like it wanted to go higher. It really did, but it was in like coming into a lot of resistance, and this is exactly why. This is for the monthly time frame, we have a massive level of resistance around 4772, which we consistently continue to reject on Friday and a little bit on Thursday as well. So where do I think we're headed? I still think we're gonna go up a lot more going into the end of the year. If you look at the price action coming out of this box breakout here on, let's say, like this consolidation that we had here between, let's just say, July of 2022 and let's say, February of 2023, we finally got a breakout on March of 2023 with a very nice run to August 2023. August was, a lot of people were tripping. They thought that we were going to have a big crash. They thought that, the market was going to really, really come down. But realistically, if you zoom out and you actually know what you're doing and you know how to trade and you understand price action, you can very easily look at this and say, oh, really all the market was doing in August is we had a nice little pullback, right? We needed to pull back. We had 5 months of an uptrend, right? That's ridiculous. That's a lot of buying pressure. We needed the market to settle down, take a break before it went for its next leg up. All this was the creation of a lower high, because this here in July, that was our higher high, and then in in October we had our lower high. And then November of 2023 we had that disgusting rally, best rally of the entire year. That gave us a very nice confirmation that that was the end of the pullback. We got a very nice bullish engulfing candle signifying a ton of buying pressure had stepped in. You can even tell down here, okay? We had 29.9 million buyers in the month of November, and the month prior, only 12 million. So, almost triple the amount of buyers in that month. So that signified a huge shift in the market. And with that bullish engulfing candle in the month of December, I was predicting a huge push to the upside and for us to see all-time highs. That's what I was expecting. That's what I was, looking to see. And sure enough, that's exactly what we're getting right now. Now, obviously, we are rejecting all-time highs on the monthly time frame, which is 4772, quite a bit. We rejected it a lot on Friday, a lot on Thursday, but that's fine. I do still think we're going to break above that and close well above that before the year ends. I do think we're going to hit 4,800 at the very minimum on the futures, potentially even 4,808. I could see us hit that area. That's like realistically all-time highs. And we could even keep going past that, depending on how strong the buying pressure is. So with that being said, we have a very nice, trend here on the monthly time frame. We are very bullish on the monthly time frame. We're not bearish whatsoever on the monthly time frame. It looks very nice, and I'm only looking to, take longs for swing trades going into 2024, unless we have some kind of trend shift on the monthly. All right. So with that being said, I would like to go down into the weekly time frame here and look more of what is happening recently. Okay, so let's take a look at the weekly time frame here. The weekly time frame is very overextended, okay, in the sense that we've had now 7 weekly candles all closing green, which is just, exceptionally bullish, and it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because we need a pullback. We 100% need a pullback before we can continue to go higher like this. Going higher like this and getting into swing trades at this moment, at this point in time, is definitely risky, simply for the fact that the monthly time frame is looking very good, right? So I understand why people would get into swing trades, but on the weekly time frame, if you zoom in, we're very overdue for a pullback. So depending on how long you hold your swing trade, if you plan on holding it for months, then that's fine. But if you're planning on holding it for a few weeks, then to me that's very risky because we're so overextended on the weekly time frame. We're so overdue for a pullback. We have a massive higher high creation on the weekly time frame, right? This was the end of the rally at the end of October, and then starting, the beginning of October, we had that massive rally, which was great, and we made a beautiful higher high, but we still haven't made a lower high. There's no lower high yet, right? So I do believe that we're going to get a pullback soon. I'm not sure when. I would like to see us get one potentially maybe next week, and then a nice rally on the final week of the year. That would be very nice. But with the way that it's looking, if we do get a pullback, these are my areas of interest. If we get a pullback, the most logical place for us to go first would be 46.09. If we continue to sell off, I could see us go easily to 45.22. And if we continue to sell off past that, I can easily see us hit 44.90. And if we continue to go past that, I think a very, very strong, like concrete wall would be this area right here around 43.81. In my opinion, there's no way we go lower than that. There's no way we go lower than 43.81. That would be like a hard stop. There's no way. That level is so strong. We have so many rejections from that area. You can even see here in the price action. One in June, two in June. We had two in August. We had one here in September, and then two in October. We basically rejected this area 7 times. 43.81 is a massive level of support. There's no way we go past that. And I believe there's not even a chance that we go past 45.24 at this point. I think that would be, a significant pullback already. So I could definitely see us go to 45.22, but first we'd have to break 46.09, and that would be the most logical place, honestly, for us to go to, if we do get a pullback. And then what I would like to see is a nice bounce off this level, and then a continuation higher for a higher high, and definitely would be a nice swing trade worth taking, right? So going into the end of the year, I am expecting a pullback. I'm not sure when we're going to get one, because this last week we had a very bullish week. There was basically the same amount of buyers this week as there was last week. And as you can see, the candle is even thicker and longer than the one with the week prior. So it doesn't look like the buying pressure is, giving up anytime soon. So let's go on to the daily time frame as well and see what we got here. So on the daily time frame, again, very overextended, right? Very overextended. We had a little bit of a consolidation here with a box break and a huge move higher, like massive move higher, right? And at this point in time, again, it looks very overextended on the daily time frame. We definitely need some kind of pullback. Now, on Friday, you can definitely see the weakness starting to come into effect. On Thursday, we had 1.3 million buyers, and then on the Friday there, we only had 600,000 buyers, plus the candles at Doji very weak. So this could very well be a sign of sellers starting to take control and sellers stepping in, and we could potentially see a nice pullback to the 90 MA, which is around 4,700 area. So like a 70 point pullback could very well be expected. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna put on some of my levels here. Okay. So with my levels here, this area right here was my target for my trade that I took on Thursday, 47.86. We hit that. It was a really nice trade. But for me, all-time highs, and I am expecting 48.03 to get hit. I am expecting that to get hit. I would like to see that get hit by the end of the year, and I do think we get that for sure. But as mentioned above, I would like to see us get a pullback on the weekly time frame to some extent. Sellers step in, give us a lower high, and then a nice push for a higher high. So realistically, it would be nice if next week we can close red on the weekly. If we can close red on the weekly, that would be very nice. And then going into the following week, I would be looking to take longs, but I would wait for confirmation on the daily time frame. So hypothetically speaking, let's say we sell off all week, and let's say we get a few red candles on the daily time frame. What I'd want to see to confirm the next leg up is I'd want to see us make a lower high on the daily, obviously, and then I want to see a huge bullish engulfing candle form on the daily time frame, confirming the pullback is over, giving us that lower high and potentially even a higher high, who knows. But I really want to see a bullish engulfing candle form, confirming the end of the pullback, and then I would get in for longs for sure and hold that basically for the rest of the year, maybe even into January as well. So I do think a nice setup is definitely coming, but as of right now, taking shorts, in my opinion, with my strategy is risky because taking shorts is counter trend, and I am a trend trader, and this is counter trend to take shorts at this moment in time. But for those that are taking shorts, I completely understand why, and I completely see why. We're very overdue for a pullback, and we definitely need a pullback. It's just a matter of time. For those that are trying to anticipate it early, that's fine, but it's against my strategy. I don't like to do that. So one thing I want to do now is go into the 6-hour time frame. So on the 6-hour time frame, another reason why you could definitely be going short right now for sure. On the 6-hour time frame, but we have a lot of consolidation, right? After a nice big run from the FOMC meeting, we're basically sideways now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. We're basically sideways on the 6-hour time frame. So I can definitely see, why people are potentially going short, because the consolidation is definitely building up and the sellers are definitely starting to step in. But even on the 6-hour, guys, we technically are in an uptrend on the 6-hour, right? We have a higher high right here that formed on Thursday. And then we did have a pretty significant bearish engulfing candle, but we managed to close above the previous lows of the last lower high, and we actually ended up making a lower high. But this candle is red, right? So we could definitely see some continuation to the downside. This candle here does not confirm at all that the pullback is over. So this could just be the start of it, right? So this is, a very open-ended candle in my opinion, because we did get a higher high, which is bullish, and this technically is a lower high, but the candle is red. So we could definitely see continuation when the market opens tomorrow and on Monday to the downside, which would give us a lower low and not a lower high, which would definitely be bearish. So this price action, with my strategy and with what I do, this price action tells me that I need to sit out and be patient and wait for the next setup. And then obviously on the next setup, I will capitalize and we'll see what happens. So with that being said, guys, I hope this video helped out, and I hope this gave you some idea of what to expect going into the end of the year, potentially January as well. If I see any nice setups, I'll make a video about it, because obviously I want everyone to make money. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. It is December 16th, 12:02 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're looking at ES on the 6-hour time frame, and I hope you guys have a great day.